Hello, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, welcome. If you've not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified when I have new videos. And if you're returning back, thank you. And you know how we read, and you know that when I read in a different way. I read with the intention to confirm what you already know, what your energy already knows, what your spirit already knows, and I am in no way telling you any new information that you do not know already. Now, apologies that there are going to be shadows because I got this message tonight and I just want to ensure that I pass it on. Now, this is a message of someone who is starting late but is starting better. You might be starting late because you're a very sensitive person with the King of Cups. I can feel that you're someone who picks up vibrations easily, and for a while in the beginning of your life you may have experienced some traumatic incidents, and one of the things that caused is that it made you to begin to doubt yourself. You tried to dim your lights just to fit. To some of you kept quiet, you became silent, you withdrew your voice, and because you wanted to be like a wolf in a pack, you wanted to have your pack, but that was not the right pack. That was not the right pack. If one of the things that those people did to you was begin to actually increase your doubt for yourself, and you began to see this same pattern resurfacing in your life. With the Ten of Swords, I feel like there was a major and it was a significant disappointment or heartbreak that made you question your own judgments, and it's almost like you began to, the more it went unresolved, it looked like you kept actually moving towards people that were doing the same thing over and over and over, and it began to create a sense of insecurity to yourself. Now, I feel like this was part of your design initially. You came with an inheritance, hence the desert prince. I can see his muscles. I can see in the desert, he has learned to be strong, just like this Tarzan, this warrior. This is you. You develop this warrior energy, the need to protect yourself, because you were not in a safe place. You were just like this child that was left in the forest, and for some reason you thought it was by accident that you survived and you were not eating. Well, actually it's because that was not the purpose. You are stronger than you know, and actually those who put you there knew. You were in a place where there was so much competition and you had to dim your lights. At that point, you were lacking attention, you were lacking you learned not to be able to express what you want. Hence why it was your voice that was silenced. They said, keep quiet. Don't say what you want. Don't say what you need. But this is where the shift is happening right now. This is a phase that you're beginning to feel what you want. What you want is erupting within, and you have to speak it or it will consume you, and you know that, and that's why you're moving. You're moving away from this survival mindset towards love, because you are expanding, and you cannot use the same strategy that you used before in a different timeline, into this new timeline. And the work that is being done is opening of your heart space to some of you, the opening of your heart space, because in order for you to receive love, you have to be able to love yourself, and when you love yourself, you begin to attract those that are like you. And the work is the changing of the patterns. It doesn't have to always repeat itself. You were an apprentice learning to master what you were, what you had, what you came to offer the world. Because one of the blessings of this phase is that it allows you to see that your gifts come with responsibility. The Ten of Wands. And Being put in that hostile environment helped you to understand that, you know what, I'm going to channel my gift to only those who deserve it, to only those who will make the best use of it. Of course, it's not like it's just like you to the best of your capacity. And this allowed you to see the polarity in human beings. The truth is that every one of us has the capacity for evil and for good, given the opportunity. And in order for your gift to be shown to the right people, you have to position it the right way. And it comes from you loving yourself. You making, because that is the gift that you have, this gift of free choice, of free will. That is the lover, the ability to make choices that align with your truest self. How will you know this truest self? Many of you already went through this phase of isolation, went through this phase of, even though you knew you had something to offer, even though to some instant, at that moment, it wasn't coming as, oh, you had something to offer. It came more like, oh, you were a liability. But you didn't understand that was all consciousness speaking to you in a way you could not decipher. And it was emotional. You were so burdened by this thing. It chased you out. You had to find your own truth. And that's where you are awakened. That's where you began to know that actually that was protection. The thing what you had gone through in the past was not that you weren't able to find love. Even though at that instant it looked like you missed opportunities at that point because you were not in a position to receive love, it was actually a protection for while you discover yourself. And you now know how to protect your energy, because this warrior is erupting out of the desire. You are following passion now. Look at the 6 of Wands. There, you're moving into publicity. You're going to be seen. You do not need to dim your light anymore. You do not need to dim your light anymore. All of the ones that has been cast on you, from competition, you've gathered them. And this is what you're using to transform yourself. You are the phoenix that is rising. You are rising. Your light, you do not need to. The Queen of Lights. Illumination, enlightenment, celebration. This fire is not destroying you. Actually, you are transforming it. You are going back to what you've wanted as a child. That you are coming back to this energy of freedom. This is freedom. During this period, you started increasing your capacity to dream. All of your experience is being transformed. I feel like you're moving into this childlike energy. You're moving into this place where you're free. You're no longer free by you're no longer bound by the labels that they had given you. Because of the beast in you, you were afraid. Oh, this thing that is untamable, because anything that the world cannot tame, they call it a beast. You're untamable because you're meant to be free. And you're healing relationships, especially the relationship with yourself. When you choose yourself, you're going to choose the people that align for you, because you attract the same type of people that you see as yourself. So with profound self-reflection and boundless compassion, I embark this healing journey of past relationships that have caused me pain, liberating my spirit from the shackles of resentment. I shower forgiveness upon myself and others, basking in the radiance embrace of love and reconciliation. This is reconciliation with yourself, reconciliation with your voice, reconciliation with your soul, your original soul contract. This is where it starts to become activated. And at this point, it might look like you're not doing anything, but you're taking in the experience of the past, and you're taking in the future experiences, the probabilities that are coming in. You are moving towards the place that your heart desires. This is where you begin to start saying, I want. And you don't feel ashamed to say, I want. You don't care. You don't care if it's going to inconvenience small-minded people, because you know that those who are like you are going to gravitate towards your desire, because your desires is their solution. They want you to be conscious in your in what you choose for your contract. You chose this, but this is coming from it. This is not, oh, a contract that was placed on you. It was a contract that you chose and you're choosing, even in this lifetime. You're going after your dream. You're pointing to it, you say, I want this, and you can only expand. Now, this is beautiful.